Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday, the 24th of March, day 2 of week 2 and day 1 of the lockdown. And welcome to my daily terror challenge, the challenge of doing a video, which quite frankly I never thought I'd be doing, but here we are. As you know, here in the Corona Business Advice group, we are really sticking to the facts of what's going on. We are staying well away from all the rumour and speculation, of which I'm sure you know there is a lot of. We really want this to be a place where you can come to find out the facts and know that unless we know it's true, we're not going to be talking about it. It's just not helpful to be speculating on what the government may or may not be going to do, what's going to happen on the funding. We just need to know what we're dealing with so that we can plan accordingly. We need to know what we can influence and how we can protect our business as well. So what do we know today that we didn't know yesterday morning? And to be honest with you, not a great deal. We were obviously expecting a package for the self-employed to be coming out yesterday. Understandably, this got delayed due to the House of Commons moving on to the lockdown, which clearly had to take priority. We do know there's a bill currently being debated, discussed, and we believe there are questions in Parliament today for the Chancellor. So we are hopeful that there's going to be a package for self-employed, and looking at the detail of the bill that's proposed, it does look like there's going to be some decent support, but we are not going to speculate on that. It's not appropriate to until we know the facts. Nothing further was confirmed on the funding for the wages. All we know is what we knew yesterday, which is what was announced on Friday. The system still isn't set up. We don't yet know how to claim. We don't yet know the detail of things like part-time, or if people aren't actually laid off but there's no money in the business to pay. We just don't know the detail, but Trudy Lilly, who's leading that in our group, is on it like a rash, and she's updating us daily on those issues. And we have a live document on our new website which details everything we know with the practicalities and the HMRC language distilled down into something we can all actually understand and do something with. Nothing new on the dividend situation either. Now, this is obviously a key issue for most small business owners. If you're like me, we pay ourselves on the base minimum wage of about £1,000 a month, top it up with dividends. Now, clearly for us, getting 800 quid a month better than nothing, but not incredibly useful. I am hoping, obviously, that they're going to recognise that this is our economic reality if we're running a small business. And I'm going to get into that today and find out what maybe the IOD and FSB are doing on that front. But I'll come back to you with something I can find out. Now, the bank loan scheme did launch yesterday. Still, details are sketchy on that too. But we're very lucky we've got some great insiders in our Facebook and our LinkedIn group that are letting us have the latest information as they find out from British Business Bank and how that's cascading now through the retail lenders. What we're hearing a lot is it depends. It very much depends on, you've still got to be a viable business, and depending on who you are, how well the bank already knew you, things like providing maybe business plans, cash flow forecasts, management information, normal rules are going to apply. They're not going to want to chuck money away. They need to know there's a chance of this money being repaid and that your business was fundamentally viable before all this happened. So again, if you're in our Facebook group or LinkedIn group, you'll be seeing live feeds from great content providers like Nick Rossen, who's been fantastic getting us latest information, and Lewis Stringer from British Business Bank, who's again been incredibly helpful to the group. Mortgage holidays, we've had some mixed experiences yesterday in the groups. I personally, we got our mortgage put on hold with Yorkshire Bank. They were incredibly helpful. Very few questions were asked. It was agreed immediately, although we did spend an hour on the phone trying to get through. A lot of mixed experience in the group. Barclays in particular, we were hearing, have not been particularly helpful. But then close the play yesterday, we heard that they had actually been helpful to one of our group members, so that's good. You know, my gut feeling is they're going to have to be helpful, because if we can't pay a mortgage, we can't pay a mortgage. And as I've been banging about all through this, we have got to conserve cash. We have got to conserve cash. It's going to be our key weapon on the financial front of what's going on right now. We had some good news yesterday as well. One of my clients, who's based in Edwinstowe, actually was contacted by Newark and Sherwood District Council, telling them how they could apply for a £10,000 grant, send them the link, and they did it there and then. It was a very easy process. We're not hearing of that with other councils at the moment, but again, we're getting those live feeds coming in all the time into our group, and we'll share an update on that tomorrow. And also, if you're in the group, you're going to find out about that anyway. There's been a change in people's confidence, I think. Yesterday from Friday was quite marked. I had a couple of clients who were feeling pretty confident last week that revenue was going to carry on as it had been. Yesterday, they're now planning for minimal or zero income. So I think there's a real shift in how quickly this is cascading through the economy. which really brings me on to my absolute top priority for everyone, is secure your financial position. You have just got to know what your personal break even is, what's the minimum you need to take out of your business to support you personally, and you've got to know your business finances. You've got to know what your minimum break even is, what costs you have absolutely got to pay, what you can mothball, get away with, rent holidays, mortgage holidays, whatever it takes. Conserve cash in your business. It's going to be critical. We don't know when the wage support will kick in. We don't know if we've got to pay wages until then and sub them. We don't know if we cannot pay. We just don't know any of that fact yet, so we're not going to speculate on that. But you've got to get on top of your numbers. And I cannot stress enough how important that is. We've got some really useful templates that you can use to help you do that. We launched a new website yesterday, Corona Business Advice. I'll be putting a link on that when I put the narrative up for the video. We've got templates there for cash flow forecasting, personal income and expenditure planners. We've got weekly flash templates. We've got a personal expenditure template where you can actually put your expenses and see what you can cut down to get your cost base down. So there's some really useful templates in there that are free to download for everybody. We've also got on our website the videos we're doing every day. Stuart Ross has done some great short snappy videos yesterday on all kind of very practical things for leadership. And I know we've got some more of those following today. And again, our live update on the financial information, where to access the support, how to get it, will be updated on there every day as well by Trudy Lilly. We've got our Facebook group now, which has now got over 830 people in, and there's some fantastic engagement in there. Business owners are so helpful. It's an incredibly supportive place to be. There's no bitching going on. It's just really helpful stuff. People sharing stories, advice and help. And of course, it's the place where you guys can all get free support and advice from me, Stuart Ross, Greg Simpson, Trudy Lilly and Robin Johnston. We've got a whole range of practical advice in there, and we're here to answer questions and advise you. So please take advantage of us. LinkedIn group, to be fair, not much engagement going on in there. It's a much slower group. People are much more restrained on LinkedIn, which is interesting. So I'm hanging out in the Facebook group all the time now, and I don't usually do Facebook, but it's just proving a great place to be right now. And that's it. That's what we know today. There'll be live updates in the groups as we get them. I say the place to be really is our Facebook group at the minute, and I'll put the links in on the narrative to this video too. So that's it for today. Stay safe, everybody, and who knows, I might be back tomorrow. Cheers, bye.